from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Colorado State Rams. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the UNLV head coach before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Rams ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Rebels offense that has the first possession of the game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Bruckmeyer. The stats would say we might have a mismatch here. This offense can put up points, and this defense can give up big plays. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
For yardage. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Danzy. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying to do it himself.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be at... Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Defense has it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side. push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Searching for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Comes down, it's Harper. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? He lost it high and deep down the left side.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be...
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
He's changing the play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's past the sticks. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Out wide left, it's Thurman. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to bull his way in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. Left side is Fareed. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harper. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. And the Rams will have it 1st and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Handoff to Durrell. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Unleashes one deep. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Rams had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we... The first quarter and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Darrell Robinson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Around the end, it's Robinson. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Coleman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Drops back on 1st down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. On the move is the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Rebels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's a give to Robinson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Rams will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Right side, it's Thurman. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Look out! Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Colorado State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you get...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. Just smothered on the play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Hand it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Thurman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. Caught by Williams on the left. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Mora at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are out of premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Rush right in his face. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And the Rams come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Robinson. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the running game. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Rush is on. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Out wide left, it's Thurman. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Bell.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been. Force a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the return, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Runs through a man. He might have space. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking for space, it's Bell. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play, but now, time for the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion. Reflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage. But they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll go with Joyner. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Drops back. It's Kelly. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws it deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown Rams! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. First down, he'll keep it. Sweet cut there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. To the air, it's Kelly. Got it in the middle, it's Fareed. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good...
Snags it and he's open. Inside the 30. Slicing and dicing. This defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Rebels sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Handoff, Joyner running left. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Joyner again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Past the 40. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Caught on the RPO. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back, look, and he pumps it up inside the 20.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Moves the pocket. It's Kelly. Here comes the heat.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Oh, pressure's coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.